And then we are sailing away from the sunsets. Beautiful sunsets and a beautiful evening. And we are sailing into the night. So in the middle of the night, what can we do? Watch a movie. And what more exciting when you're sailing in the middle of the night than Das Boot, the German epic. Good morning. Well, it's a good morning, it's beautiful sunshine, there's hardly any wind, and on the sailboat you do know you're going slowly when the dinghy you have in tow passes you. That happens during the night. And I found out, no, this is going nowhere. A trip to Ibiza would normally take about 19 hours in good wind, and between 19 and 23, 24 hours if there's moderate winds. And when I looked at my navigator and said estimated time of arrival would be in 4.5 days, I thought, however much I like sailing, and I do sail most of the time, I found out I'd rather get there, so I started the engine. It's not against my principles, but it's against the urge to go sailing. That's why we have sailboat. At least that's my idea of it. So, that's how it is now. It's now 9:45 in the morning. I just had my breakfast, my coffee, and well, we're heading for Ibiza. And it's still supposed to take about 19 hours to get there, so we'll see. I'm just doing a moderate engine setting now, so I might increase that after a while. And then the wind started blowing again, this time from the south-south-west, but we were back on pure sailing again. Good morning. We're now heading into Cala Portinach on the northern part of Ibiza, and we'll be arriving in 2 hours. And it's 9 o'clock in the morning now, the second morning on board. We've been at it for 36 hours, and this is due to, firstly, the wind was very, very variable. We had winds from nothing to about 20 knots, and also during the day or in the afternoon yesterday, varying or turning up to northeast as was predicted. And we had a very good sail in the afternoon, early evening yesterday, and that resulted in our arrival time in Portinach at 1 o'clock at night. I don't want to do that because arriving in the dark at a place you haven't been before, and also to find a spot to anchor in the dark, it's not really a nice thing to do. Therefore, we were crossing to and from out here during the night, just at low speed and waiting for daylight so we can head in. And we'll be in now in about 2 hours. Since this is the end of July, and July, August being the high season, hopefully we'll find a spot to drop our anchor there. I expect it to be fairly full. But anyway, if we can find a spot, I'm looking forward to secure the boat, have a nice breakfast, and then I will have a sleep. He's anxious now because I locked him downstairs. I don't want him up on deck during while we're at sea, especially not during the night, but also during the day, because he's just a little kid. So he might find it attractive to take a bath, and if he does, even in daytime, it's doubtful whether or not I can find him and pick him up again. So that's it. talk to you later when we're in Cala Fortinaci.
Okay, when we're in harbor now, I thought I'd show you a little bit of the setup, how I keep cool in hot weather like this. We have now a temperature of 32 degrees, even in a fresh breeze. My main thing in the cockpit is my bimini. My bimini covers most of the cockpit most of the time. In the evening when the sun is low, it might shine in, and it's not as shielded as it could be. Anyway, during the day it's good. I always put the spray hood down to get the maximum of circulation. And then out on deck, I do have on one of the saloon hatches, I do have a wind scoop like this mounted, which directs most of the time, there we are, wind down into the saloon. That is a very effective way of getting a breeze down below as well. And the same thing on the front where we have the master cabin, and that's giving me a fresh breeze down into my bed. I'm anchored, as I told you, on these patches of sand that we have in front of us, and at 6.5 meters I got at the moment 30 meters of chain out, and with my Rockna I feel pretty safe with this anchorage. And I do have, as you can see, a bit of a rusty chain there. The last part I've turned around, so it's most of the chain that's out is of fairly good quality, even though I hope to change this chain and buy a new one pretty soon. And I also have a snubber with a rubber stretch, so it can take all the initial loads of the chain, of the windlass itself. And the port is a natural bay. There is some tourist build up and restaurants and hotels in onshore. And apart from the power boats going out with banana boats once in a while, it's fairly peaceful. Hi, do you hear that noise? Well, it's my generator. I have a lot of electronic devices to charge today. To run all the extra charging, I opted to start my generator, also because I was using my coffee percolator and the vacuum cleaner. So that's why I live with noise. In about 1 hour that should all be charged, and that's how I do it on board. And in the next episode we'll do a exhilarating downwind sail. I'll show you how I set up my spinnaker. So please like, subscribe, and you won't miss it.